you're more above it, think you're more above it than me. Yeah, yeah. Think you're more above it than me. Get off your pedestal. We are all equal. I and I people. Good over evil. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh,
All right, really, I just got to get this edited up to be so they can sing on top of it. And I'm realizing my absolutely epic fails as a businessman. And anybody's got advice out there in the world of mixing, you know, I used to just take on kind of high dollar, high profile projects, and you know, the business is pretty much taken care of. And now I'm, you know, mixing local bands. And I'm running at about half the rate of people around me. And I'm realizing that while I put in insane amount of times and really do massive changes and massive, you know, I'm actually running automation and changing sounds of guitars, editing drums, tuning up the vocals if they need it, fixing any mistakes I see that are going to hurt the final product. My competition, for twice the price, just mixes. I mean, just push up faders, turn some pans, and put some reverbs on or whatever. And you know, this is why I don't do this type of stuff for a living. I'm used to wanting to turn out like a just, you know, ridiculous detailed product. And what's weird is that it seems like it's okay for the others to charge this much and not do any of this work, and I charging less and I'm expected to do a lot more work, and I'm thinking that that is all on me marketing the wrong way and setting the wrong kind of standards. So I think I'm gonna just weigh up the price, and if I don't get any work, I don't get any work. I'll be okay. But you know, how do you guys handle that? Like, what do you do? I do see a lot of for hire mixers that really only mix, but I see a lot that do a lot of what you might call mix prep, and most of the guys that I know, they wouldn't actually put out stuff with like massive mistakes and things, and they'll fix it. And so I may just be describing my work wrong. So I really don't know, but this is why I've never been a businessman. I'm really bad at it. And if I do continue to go like this, it's going to cost me major money in order to keep doing this kind of thing, and which I just can't afford. But I don't know. I know it'd be better if you charge per hour, but you know, they don't believe what hours you put in, and many people wouldn't pay for it if they were charged by the hour. So I just really don't know. I would love some advice on that stuff. So for right now, I'm just gonna start cleaning things up. I should just start from the top and go down. Oh, excuse me. So the drums are all done, and really, really like this drum sound. This is from right out here in the studio. You know, I need to put that webcam back out into the school, into the big room, so you guys can see what goes on out there. I mean, it's actually really cool. I should set that back up, but right now, let me take a look at this bass and see if I really need to, you know, I mean, there's that desire to just go crazy analysis paralysis and just absolutely knock everything into place. These guys are pretty solid. I really don't have to, but I'm going to turn off the guitars. Let's see if there's any egregious stuff.
think you're more perfect than me. Don't get a high mark thinking that you're better than me. Nobody's perfect, you just think you're more perfect, think you're more perfect than me. Yeah, yeah. Think you're more perfect than me. Yeah, yeah. Oh, oh. 'Cause the way I pray, the things I say, the melody I pick on my ukulele, keep on judging me. The clothes I wear, the thoughts I share, people keep judging because they're scared. Don't get all high marks, scared of something different or something new, to be out of the ordinary with your own crew. Yeah, maybe they don't understand. I wrote this song to lend a hand. Don't get a high mark thinking that you're better than me. Nobody's perfect, you just think you're more perfect than me. Don't get a high mark thinking that you're better than me. Nobody's perfect, you just think you're
You know, it's like you hear little things, and you're like, you know, it's okay. And back in the day when it's analog recording, it definitely would have left just this. I mean, this whole thing was probably fine. There's a couple punch-ins that take care of any real problems, but you know, now in these days, I don't know. Do I want to knock this sucker together? You know, it's hard to say. Pretty easily, the way dynamic split here. Add a lot more markers than I would like. I wonder if it's just good enough to just get them on the ones. I think so. Hard call right here. This is a little arbitrary, but it's going to be pretty close to good enough. Like I say, this is just per measure. I could go a lot more detailed on here, but I'm hoping that this will be good enough. If it wiggles around inside a measure, I'm not going to die. Lower that a little bit. Huh. Sometimes you can tell where the pick is, where it gets a lot darker. It's got a more high frequency content. Yeah, I could really use some help with the studio business side of things. Like, yeah, I don't want to get resentful, but I do not want to be putting in, no joke, like 10 times as much work for less than half the pay of some of the others. And I mean, I'm not gonna be an egomaniac or nothing, but if you heard this stuff, there's no question. What I'm doing definitely sounds more done, and it's I know that's easy to say, and I don't really care to denigrate my competition. It's just true. I'm just putting in more work and getting a better product out of it. You know, I know it's subjective, but yeah, see how this is. This is like it's the first little bit of the song. Let's see if it makes any difference.
You'll get a high mark thinking that you're better than me. Nobody's perfect, you just think you're more perfect than me. You'll get a high mark thinking that you're better than me. Nobody's perfect, you just think you're more perfect, think you're more perfect than me. Yeah, yeah. Think you're more perfect than me. Yeah, yeah. Oh. 'Cause the way I pray, the things I say, the melody I pick on.
Yeah, see, so these parts right here, I'm a little worried because I'm kind of wiggling them around a lot. I'm not sure that I have them in the right place. So let's see. It's really, this ain't gonna be the right sound for the song, I'm sure, but I'm gonna make it a little bit more present so I can hear these little parts. Yeah, let me make sure that it's not something like a guitar or something that's throwing me off here. Some new guitars. Oh, that's the keyboard, sorry.
You'll get a high mark thinking that you're better than me.
Okay, so that is either I moved it in the wrong place, which doesn't seem like it because it's barely moved, or the in-between notes are pretty messed up. I'm gonna have to go to a closer resolution to really get this down. Okay, so let me see what that's about. Got a half notes. Let's see if that'll catch it. And I'm just going to do a couple right now to see if this helps. Okay. Now you see some of them got moved quite a bit more. So let's see how this sounds now. And I've seen this phenomenon before where reggae bass seems to need to be slightly behind the beat or ahead of the beat in order to really make it work. I could sidechain the bass guitar from the kick, and that way might fit a little bit better, but I'm really looking at the timing right now, so I wouldn't be doing that yet, but we may run this in a little bit. Now, here's a phenomenon you see a lot. It's kind of hard to tell, but if you can see, there's two different pitches going on here. So really, I don't really want to hear that first note. I almost want to split this out. Like, let's see. I almost want this right here to be the actual note. This is a common problem. Happens to everyone. And it's just sometimes it takes a while for the right pitch to develop, or the string gets picked too hard, or it's bent when it's first picked. So let's and a Reaper, the darker sound is going to be the higher frequency usually, or at least the way I have it set right now. So let's see if that makes it sound a little bit more solid. Now, the problem here, now all that's moved. So let's put on with the drums. Okay. Now, the trouble is, now I've moved this whole thing over like an idiot. See, so I should be able to that. And then this all should be able to move back to where it was. Okay.
You better hide us, thinking that you're better than me. Nobody's perfect, you just think you're more perfect than me. You better hide us, thinking that you're better than me. Nobody's perfect, you just think you're more perfect, think you're more perfect than me. Yeah, yeah. Think you're more perfect than me. Yeah, yeah. Oh, oh. 'Cause the way I play, the things I say, the melody I pick on my ukulele, keep on judging me. The clothes I wear, the thoughts I share, people keep judging because they're scared. Don't get all high marks, scared of something different or something new to be out of.
And see if there's a Helix reggae bass preset. Reggae bass sound test, bass tone Tuesday, but that doesn't look like a Helix. Line 6 custom tone. Let's see, I'm just looking real quick. Want to find Helix. Reggae. I'm just looking through custom tone right now. Oh, nice. Reggae guitar organ. Now, getting organ sounds out of Helix is pretty fun, actually. But I'll just need a bass. Yeah, I'm probably not going to find it. Bummer. All right, so let me get something mellow but present. I bought all these Rick Beato bass presets and okay, I don't know. Got a Blink 182 one. Be too growly.
You better hide us, thinking that you're better than me. Nobody's perfect, you just think you're more perfect than me. You better hide us, thinking that you're better than me. Nobody's perfect, you just think you're more perfect, think you're more perfect than me. Yeah, yeah. Think you're more perfect.
See, it just sounds loose. Why? Actually, just going to this half note thing actually does make it sound quite a bit better. So let me continue doing that real quick. It's actually, wow. Okay, well that might explain something. I don't know about this one. This actually seems to be helping a lot. Not sure how far back I have to go. Okay. Almost at the end here. You throw a marker. Yeah, I really need to put the webcam back out in the room so you can do like all the live streaming you used to do in drum recording videos and stuff. Okay, so it looks like half notes it is. And that's okay. And I'll see, I said I wasn't going to go crazy analysis paralysis on this thing, but here I go. And I mean, it's just the way I roll. And this is why, like, business-wise, I may really not be able to do this kind of mixing. Or just the prices are going to be so high that I'm not going to get any business. But, you know, Sean Dowdell, the tattooed millionaire, you know, he told me one time he doubled his prices and he actually made way more money and got rid of all his crappy customers. So there's something to be said for that. I know people warn me about perception, like, you know, don't charge too cheap because people just think you're junk. But you know, to me, like it's just the rates are so high that I'm just like, wow, you know, I just feel bad charging even close to it, you know. So it's tricky. I could really use some business advice. Okay, so let's see what we're doing. So I love these slides. I wonder, why is that sound out of time though? That's definitely on there. So I mean, if I keep going, it's gonna get crazy. There's quarter notes there. I'm gonna stick with the half notes. This is probably a pick. See how that's darker? And when I say the colors, so if I go to peak display settings, you can see here, there is a dark blue. I mean, some of this is kind of hard to tell, but as you go up, it gets higher and higher. And the symbols are going to be black. I mean, the super high frequencies. So see, it's not the biggest scale. It's going up to 4K right here. So if I slide this over, see that stuff? Sometimes you have to in order to make it a little bit easier to distinguish. Like different instruments have different colors that will do it. Problem is, see how the 140 hertz and the 4K are the same color? That's where it starts getting tricky. So let's see. Opacity. Anyway. And see this right here? This is that's Control Shift up in Reaper, right? Okay. So let me knock these ones into place, even though they're really in between. Probably don't matter too much, but I think it will make a difference here. Some of these just sound weird. I'm not exactly sure why. See, one day AI is going to be able to do this, what I'm doing right here. And that day's not far off, I'm sure. So I'm trying to get in as much work as I can before then. Because, man, this can be the end of me. Scary, but it's also very cool. Wonder what this is about. Let me hear this. These are a little tricky to catch. This is why I use the spectral peaks, because you can at least get some idea where notes are changing. You want to do some higher resolution for some of this? Oh, and see, just this takes quite a while. And that's why it's, man, I just can't spend this kind of time. I charge half the price of my competition, right? Doing it wrong. Um, don't like that. Right, though. If I go to quarter notes, it's pretty much on. Why does that sound so late? Something weird with the drums. Oh, sounds good in context. I really like these drum sounds. Okay, so I still got a half a song to do. Have some stuff around here I got to take care of. Let me see if I can get that cam back out in the room. That'd be cool. See you guys.